Good morning and welcome to Sunday special episode of Dr. Lamba explains Sikhism. Sikhism is possibly one religion where music plays a major role. As a matter of fact, it lies at the heart of Sikh traditions. And singing and listening to the hymns of Guru Granth, which is called kirtan, for the devout Sikhs is a spiritual experience. And as a matter of fact, the music itself is ennobling, whatever form it may be, and it's soothing. And when it's devotional music, whether you believe in God or not, like I'm an agnostic, but when the vibrations come to me, I feel a sense of being de-stressed. However, there have been recently very unsavory, very unseemly, very regressive discussions about the musical instruments, and they diverted the attention from the music to the musical instruments. Musical instruments are means to convey the vibrations of the music. Per se, they are not important, and yet a controversy is being raised in some Sikh circles about this. The traditional instruments have been used and there has been a gradual progression. Originally the traditional were the wind instruments, then the percussions, and then came the other ones. And kirtan, the Sikh musical rendition of the hymns, includes an accompaniment of regionally popular instruments such as harmonium since 1842, veena or ektara, the string instruments, tabla, one-sided drum, mardang or pakwana, two-sided drums, flute, form of a woodwind instrument, kartals, cymbals called taras, and rabab, of course, the oldest one. So much is the importance of these instruments and the music, that if you look at that really, the whole of Guru Granth is hymns, and they are all based on ragas, the classical Indian music. There are 31 ragas, and they are mentioned in the last page of Guru Granth Sahib, Ragmala. If you look at Harmandir Sahib, the Golden Temple, every day 15 ragi japthas, that is, the groups of the hymn singing, are deployed successfully round the clock. As a matter of fact, about for 20 hours, not for 24 hours, for 20 hours they sing round. And these 31 ragas are chosen depending on the time, the season, and one group of 5 persons. The acquisitional skills have been there, and they utilize the long drawstrings rabab. That was the original one, which was played on by Mardana, the accompanying person, companion, and everything to Guru Nanak. Rabab is the first instrument and is a plucked string instrument. It was played by the companion Mardana. Rabab is basically a Muslim instrument of music, but incorporating this. And that's what amazes me, that if the Sikhs can accept the Muslim, which was adopted in India, why not? What's wrong with the harmonium? Bhai Gurdas acknowledges Ik Baba Akal Roop Duja Rababi Mardana. So one person is having the look of the God, that is Guru Nanak, and the second is Rababi Mardana, the Mardana who plays on the Rabab. After that, Bhai Fernandaji presented a specially designed Rabab to Bhai Mardana at the village Bharo Ana. The same model of Rabab remained in practice up to the period of Guru Gobind Singh. So all the 10 Gurus had Rabab, and first the traditional rabab, and then the modified rabab, which was called rabab still, but it continued, and it is evident the rabab is still displayed, and I've seen it. In Himachal Pradesh, in Mandi, there's a Gurdwara, and that rabab is still there. And rabab is a stringed instrument. It's often played with strokes of triangular piece made of wood or elephant tusk called Java or Zarab. There's also a version of rabab which is played with bow. The rabab is popular in Kashmir, from Kashmir to Afghanistan. So the northern musicians have been using this model for 5 centuries. There is a slight difference in the models depicted in Sikh history, Gurbani, other murals. Then came saranda. The saranda is a short-necked, bowed string instrument created and played by the 5th Guru Arjan Dev. Guru Arjan Dev himself used to play saranda, and it's believed that Guru Amar Das, the 3rd Guru, had introduced saranda in Gurmukh Sangeet tradition, and the 5th Guru contributed to propagate the institution. It's a suitable instrument for kirtan rendition, and due to its broad-based tumba vessel, the sound of saranda is enriched with the bass tones. So you want a bass tone, then saranda is ideal. And owing to its peculiar design, it's one of the important instruments. Then I'm talking of the traditional instruments, then is a sraj. It's a bow instrument. The structure of a sraj is different from dilruba or taus. Now incidentally, let me tell you that taus was an instrument which was a favorite instrument of Guru Gobind Singh. He used to play out there. Now coming to a sraj, the lower part is a vessel having a round shape, while dilruba, another musical instrument, is straight. And the sound of a sraj is compared to dilruba is treble. So while saranda is bass, dilruba and sraj are treble sounds. And due to small size, it does not have a sound with a broader reach. And then is dilruba, as I said, is a heart-touching, soothing tones. So each instrument has a justified, and that's why, because soothing tone, it's called dilruba. Dil is heart, ruba is attractive. It attacks the heart. It's again a bow instrument, and the sound of the dilruba is melodiously vibrating. Because of its basic structure, playing technique and sound, it is a useful and very, very versatile instrument. Then is taus, a special instrument. At first sight, its shape and design resemble a peacock. You think you are having a peacock. And in Persian, peacock is called taus. So this instrument was called taus. Muri veena is also called. That's a Hindustani music. It's similar to taus, but there is a difference in size. And taus was introduced by Guru Hargobind, the 6th Guru, at Dauri, Bali. It's near Moga. And taus is the instrument apparent for the Shabad Kirtans, and because of its larger size and the sound emerging from it, it's strong, heavy and soothing. And it's an excellent instrument for Drupadra. So, these are the instruments, and then Tanpura, Tambura, it's also called Tanpura, and it was widely used, and it was used in the time of Guru Gobind Singh, though taus was his favorite one. So what is the history basically? In 16th century, the musical expression of mystical poetry was conceived and propagated by Guru Nanak Dev himself. And while Hindustani music, the Indian music, underwent significant changes because of setting of Mughal court, and a separate stream of Carnatic music was developed in South India, but Sikh music retained its original form and style. A unique musical tradition which encompassed variety of melodious forms and a well-developed percussive system. There was no impact of the Carnatic music in that. In the 20th century, classical style was adopted, replaced by contemporary popular genres based on the Indian film music. Within the remaining classical period, the devotional Gurmukh Sangeet was overtaken by Darbari Khyal style. So it still remained indigenous, and the Bollywood came in, but it was discouraged absolutely in the Gurdwaras itself. But in this duration, harmonium took the place of stringed instruments and tabla replaced the pakwan and jori. Now, musicians were adept now with harmonium, and they sing with harmonium, ranging from formal religion to melodious decoders. And the flamboyant avant-garde who sing the street language of Punjab have adopted it. As a matter of fact, to say that it is a foreign one and dominating one is misleading. No art, no culture can be categorized as foreign domination. No. And we have seen from time to time terms which are bandied about. For example, Tanti Sas, Rabab, Sarkhanda, those. From those who genuinely want knowledgeable, I want to show it. But then the terms are formidable. And if you use them to the modern generation, say you call them Sarkhanda and those and others, say what nonsense you are talking. It's a day of the modern electronic guitar. So, Gurbani can be sung with that as well. And to categorize that only the old instrument should be used is, as I said, regressive. Now, basically, the confluence of singing and playing the divine Gurbani is to, as I said, having a multi-sensory effect. Ears, eyes, and brain, they combine. And the stringed instruments, of course, convey it better, but harmoniums, guitar, and all others also have the same use. It's a confluence of singing and playing, basically. And Rababis were important, but at one time, Rabab was banished. Let's not forget that. As a matter of fact, I would like the old instruments to come back without banishing harmonium. And the sound quality of some Mardana's aging Middle Eastern Rabab, no, that was also Middle Eastern. When the Sikh leaders say, well, this is a foreign domination, wasn't Mid-Eastern Rabab a foreign domination? It was. Otherwise, we would have only remained busy with the Kartals. So, from Bhai Mardana to Bhai Firanda, it was there. And do you know, it was very expensive at that time. The first Rabab purchased by Bhai Mardana was for 7 rupees. And 7 rupees at that time would mean possibly 70,000 and 700,000 rupees today. But then it was presented. Now, also another Guru we ignore, Guru Angad Dev, the second Guru, has also been associated with having personally played upon Rabab. So the first 3 Gurus and then the others started. Sanda, as I told, started with 3rd Guru, and Arjan Dev started at a young age even before becoming Guru. And the tonal quality is like sarangi. It's a shadow of human voice. And then Guru Har Gobind also used to play sarangi. Guru Har Rai, as a matter of fact, sang the whole Asa Diwar with the help of sarangi. And Guru Gobind Singh created taus, modified the prevalent Rabab. And now, I was reading Dr. David Courtney a well-known music instructor, and he said that Taos, also called Mayuri Veena, was probably inspired by Mayuri Veena, which is correct. It's a plucked instrument with the Sikh community. Taos was created. However, there is no historical evidence. The origins of other instruments are also historical, mostly legendary, but nothing that. And when did this came? It was in the later half of the 19th century that the string instruments were taught by the various Panthak Taksals, the teaching gurus. But till Guru Ram Das, Rabab was the only stringed instrument that was used. As a matter of fact, Bhai Mardana was the third generation singer in his family. Then he was followed by Bhai Balwant and Satta, who played on Sarkanda and Jodi. Then it was Baba Babak, who played on Rabab. And then Guru Gobind Singh came, Bhai Taru Singh came on Sarkanda, Bhai Mani Singh sir used to play on Sarkanda, but even Jassa Singh Ahluwalia used to play on Rabab. And then it started. Now when the British came, they were not used to the methodical ways of the string instruments. So they brought in harmonium, which they were more popular. And harmonium made inroads into Harmandir Sahib and Gurudwara Kirtan, basically with the creation of Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee SGPC in 1919. Now what happened in 1947? When the partition took place, most of the singers used to be Muslim till that time. All the Ragis, 90% of them were Muslim. So they went to Pakistan. So the new Ragis had to come in. And when the new Ragis came in, they were not conversant with Rabab and other instruments. So they started playing with harmonium and with other things. Harmonium, which was already being used, as I said, is a French and Netherlands creation, but it was adopted because it was Ethiopian. And the British wanted to create a certain way of their own life. And they wanted to penetrate the music, the art, the religion and everything. So the best thing was the Christian missionaries used to play on the kirtan. They were hymn singing on harmonium. So they brought it in early 90s, basically in 1842, because it was much easier for them to play and did not require years of learning. And that impacted STPC people, and they come up with nothing wrong with that. So the Sikh music is basically very ancient, pure Indian music, but the instruments have been changing from time to time, from traditional to the new evolution like Taos, and then to harmonium. The plethora of the musical instruments lends variety to the Sikh kirtan, and the Sikh musical tradition continues to be extremely strong, even with harmonium or without harmonium. Whether it's ancient or whether it's modern, the music was, is, and shall remain the most important part of the Sikh religion, and especially Sikh hymn singing. The recital of the hymns without musical instrument can be there, but it lacks that vibrancy and that depth. String instruments were suitable at that time, but harmonium is no less suitable. So let's not be narrow-minded. Let's accept things, and change is always welcome. I'm not saying ignore the old ones, bring them as well. Let the tribe of the instruments increase so that the depth and the width of the music is forever expanding for the benefit of mankind and upliftment of human mind. Thank you.